Coin Mina has been launched recently and the trading of this coin has been beginning on the 1st of June 2022. When the trading of this coin started, the price of the token surged higher. The growth of this coin can't be ignored by anyone because within a few days the price of this token increased massively and grew beyond expectations. The main objective to introduce this blockchain is to achieve an efficient distributed payment system. Mina aims to be a lightweight blockchain that maintains a constant size of just 22 kilobytes, regardless of how many transactions are committed to the network. This size should allow anyone to operate a node and help secure its network without needing sophisticated computer hardware. By keeping the entire blockchain smaller than most pictures on your phone, Mina plans to overcome blockchain size issues that have plagued other projects as they grow. Mina native cryptocurrency, Mina, is used to facilitate network transactions and distribute fees between users. As blockchain technology has gained popularity, the number of transactions stored on most platforms has increased significantly. For instance, the Ethereum blockchain was just over 5 gigabytes in April 2016, but expanded to more than 220 gigabytes by April 2021. During those 5 years, millions of transactions were broadcasted to the blockchain. Because blockchains are decentralized ledgers of historical transactions, running a node, which stores the entire history of the blockchain, has required greater computing power and energy as the blockchain grows. This has often made it increasingly difficult for average users to participate in the upkeep of the blockchain. Many feel this also opens the blockchain to centralization risk, as those with the greatest computing power are most efficient in managing the large size of the chain. In response to this issue, Mina's developers used a cryptography technique called ZK snarks to create a payment-oriented blockchain that does not require each node to record the complete record of historic transactions. This effectively lowers the computational requirements needed to support a full blockchain network. Mina reasons that if more users can run nodes and validate transactions, more nodes would be created which would support the network in becoming more decentralized and secure. To gauge whether a cryptocurrency is a good investment, two factors should be taken into consideration: investor enthusiasm, and how helpful the blockchain's power is in real life. When it comes to Mina, both aspects are adequately represented. The public sale of Mina tokens attracted far more investors than expected, and the market's enthusiasm for the protocol cannot be concealed. Moreover, the prospects offered by this new architecture in terms of decentralization and scalability pave the way for developers to create applications based on privacy and control of private information. Although Mina was launched in March 2021, it only started being listed on exchanges from May onward. Since August, the price of Mina has increased by over 100%, see figure below. Although this isn't an astronomical figure, it's a good starting point for a cryptocurrency that's fairly new to the highly competitive crypto market. Miners in the Bitcoin network or stakers in a POS network, block producers in Mina are responsible for collecting transactions and including them in blocks. The protocol rewards miners for their work via the inflation and collection of transaction fees. Block producers select transactions and generally go for those with higher fees to maximize their earnings. However, they must also provide snark, as the blockchain must remain succinct. For each transaction added to a block, the producer has to provide enough snark for an equivalent number of previously added transactions. Otherwise, the transaction would end up getting rejected by the other nodes for not following the rules of consensus. For example, if a block producer wants to add 10 transactions to the end of the queue, the producer must snarker 10 transactions from the beginning of the queue. Block producers can generate these snarks themselves, or buy them from nodes dedicated to their calculation. Any Mina user can validate the blockchain. This technique makes it possible to compress the blockchain. Rather than check the entire transaction history of a block to validate it, full nodes verify cryptographic evidence and the Merkle tree associated with the latest state of the blockchain. If the protocol uses one snark per block, the size of the chain would be reduced initially but increase linearly over time. Thereafter, Proofs are generated from the existing ones. The function used to generate the snarks is recursive, keeping the size of evidence fixed. Each new snark can be considered a super snark, a super proof generated from a chain of proofs. This is what makes it possible to validate the history of any transaction, from the genesis, original, block to the most recent block produced. A complete node can be synchronized with the entire Mina blockchain in just a few milliseconds. Mina then takes advantage of the amazing properties of ZK snarks to maintain its succinct blockchain. Since they ensure anonymity, ZK snarks are an integral part of the Mina network. In fact, ZK snarks are widely used within so-called anonymous cryptocurrencies. For example, they're used to ensure the confidentiality of transactions within the Zcash network. ZK snarks can be thought of as immutable certificates. They make it possible to prove the validity of any operation on the network without actually knowing what it's about. For any calculation sequence, such as the verification of transactions included in a block, one can simply produce a mathematical proof certifying that this sequence is correct. A snark makes it possible to verify that all the rules of the consensus protocol are respected. The validity of signatures and transactions, consensus is proof of stake, etc. Mina's developers describe it as the ideal private gateway between the real world and crypto. This gives it an advantage over blockchains that do not interact with the open internet. Mina solves some common blockchain problems with snaps, the dApps that power its network. Here's what Mina's snaps enable you to do. Check the integrity of a dataset without knowing the details involved. Easily verify the accuracy of long and/or expensive calculations. Run a full node on your smartphone. Access real-world data from any website for on-chain use. Here are the protocol's main disadvantages. Developers are unwilling to patent ideas, leading to many forks based on technology and using the ideas as off-chain solutions for existing cryptocurrencies. It cannot handle many transactions at a time. According to Mina founder and CEO Evan Shapiro, Mina has a speed of just 22 TPS. Although slightly better than Bitcoin, its handling capacity is a far cry from blockchains like Ripple, 1500 TPS, and Solana, 50,000 TPS. Mina Price Prediction 2022. Mina currently stands at $1.83 United States cents with a market capitalization of $895,913,796, making it rank 82 in the most valuable coins list. Mina has a 24-hour volume of $45,973,271, according to Tech News Leader Price Index. The price value of Mina has changed 3.66% in the previous 24 hours. In last 7 days, the price of Mina has a change of -5.01%. It is limited to a maximum supply of 490,079,565 coins. It appears that by 2022, Mina prices will have reached a level similar to their previous all-time high. By 2022, we may expect an average price of $2.60. If everything goes smoothly, we predicted the maximum price of Mina could be up to $2.90 in 2022. Of course, there are chances that the market will dump after a long bull run, and it is normal for cryptocurrency market. Mina Price Prediction 2025. The Mina value will increase because of the efforts of the network developers and community investors. Therefore, the calculated price for the year 2025 is bullish. Mina was anticipated to touch a maximum price level of $8.89 by the end of 2025, according to analysts. On the other hand, it is highly optimistic that the Mina's future will ultimately grow. Therefore, the predicted average price of Mina will be around $6.97 to $7.23 is expected in 2025 depending on the market. As stated in the same slogan, the Mina's maximum price ranges from $6.97 to $8.89 for 2025. There is no correlation between the current value of the Mina and its future price. However, It depends on the elements that emerge during the market's growth and development stage. Those are the variables that determine a Mina's future. Alternatively, you might conduct your study on the topic. As a first-time buyer in this market, token holders can assist you in making a decision. Due to the volatile nature of the crypto market, it is not easy to estimate the precise value of any one currency in advance. Mina is a well-established cryptocurrency that has performed well up to this point. Investing in Mina can be a good idea, but you need to wait for market dumps before making large investment. Keep oneself up to date with current market developments. Take note of the different prices, supports and resistance levels so you can make the best decision. It is important to note that I am not a financial advisor and the information in this video is not trading or investing advice. Now thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.